Yo, what's up guys, it's Light here and we're back with another video. Today we're going to be ranking the top 10 mobility items. Okay, so let's start. At number 10 we have the grappler. Yes, the OG grappler from chapter 1. It's classic, you can use it to get high, to rotate, and in OG and Remix they had it with 20 uses. The most it ever had at normal form, except while you're not even counting the Sky's grappler or anything else. Okay, that is the grappler at number 10. Let's move on to number 9. Now, at number 9, we have the Ride the Lightning Mythic, which should let you go 200 meters really fast, while your teammates could still use the same rift as you if they don't have one, and it does damage to players and builds if you land on them. Okay. It was really good, and yeah. Okay, now we have number 8. We have the normal shockwave. It does not take a lot to explain how broken the shockwave is. It prevents fall damage when you use it. It breaks builds, and way more. You can carry a stack of 6, destroying, while you can use it to take height and many more reasons. While using it, it is very good because you can run away amazing with it. It can take you really far, just the one shockwave. So it's really good, and yeah. As like number 8, number 7 is a shockwave launcher. The shockwave launcher is better because it gives you 18 times 3 the normal stack of the shockwave. The shockwave launcher does the same exact things, but something different is it uses rocket ammo. A brand new item that just came in chapter 6 is at number 6, which is the void mask. You throw a mask away and you can teleport at any time you want. Within 50 seconds you threw it. You can use it to take high, to run away and chase people. Amazing item, and it was even more strong pre-nerf. Okay, we're moving on to number 5. Before we do number 5, I beg you guys, please like and subscribe. And yeah, so I'm just gonna talk slowly because we have done 5 items in 2 minutes. We have to make the video a little longer. Okay, number 5 is the Nitro Fists. Players used to fear this back in chapter 5, season 3. It would do 60 damage per hit, destroy builds, rotate, fight. It was insane. Literally no one could counter it. It was so strong, Fortnite removed it from competitive 3 weeks into the season. Do you guys understand? It's being so strong, almost the entire community complained. Almost every single person was mad because of this one item. Almost the entire season, it was the worst season of all time, in some people's words, and in my opinion as well. Okay, now what's really not the worst season of all time, one of the best, which is chapter 4, season 2. Okay, let's go. Number 2 is the Kinetic Blade. The blade is an amazing rotation item that helped you go through the small zones in comp and the big zones in the early game. It is an amazing item where you can find it in purple rarity with 3 uses over time, or in blue rarity with 2 dashes. It's not like the Typhoon Blade, even though in chapter 6 trailer we saw it. Everyone thought it would come back, but no. They have made a new thing called the Typhoon Blade. It did not make it yet onto this list, but maybe a few items could get nerfed, so it can come back into this list. Okay. Now, we're gonna be taking some time, actually, thinking, because we have been going really fast. We have number 3 is the Spider-Man Mythic. There was actually 2 versions of this item, but they are the same, so are ranked in 1. It had 80 uses, more than enough for endgame, mid-game, or even early game. It was hard for people to shoot you, and amazing and smooth. You felt like you were in the Spider-Man game. It felt even more smooth than Spider-Man. were amazing collaboration that brought a lot of stuff. Okay, at number 2, it came in the same season. Number 2 is the ODM gear. This item is the same as the Spider-Man, but even better. You can attack. You attack builds with a rapid speed, leading it into insane teamwork with one doing it for a pre-fire for 210 damage, because it was in the same season as the Mythic Havoc, which was an amazing pair for each other. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing now, we're gonna be yes, let's talk a little more about the ODM gear, which was amazing item. And it's basically, I forgot to say, the Spider-Man version 2 was actually in the same season as the ODM gear, but you could not attack, so it wasn't that strong. People were carrying ODM gear instead in competitive and ranked. So at the time, Arena had just left. Alright, yes, at number 1, you guys have been waiting for it, the Shockwave Hammer. A mobility item at Mythic did 125 or 200. Now in Creative it does 200. At Mythic. With the attack with 5 uses at Mythic and 4 in the beginning of the season for the normal, to end with 3 after the nerf. You could use it to break builds, attack, rotate, exploit, and way more. Okay, thank you guys. We are not done with the video. We are right now actually gonna go over the top we're gonna go over the honorable mentions. Okay, our honorable mentions are the Nitro. The Nitro Splash should give you a boost while you were sprinting big builds. It was annoying in Chapter 5 Season 3 in the same season as the Nitro Fist. It was an insane weapon mobility. You can carry a stack of 6. It would last for about a few some seconds, half a minute, 30 seconds, I think, almost around that. And it was really annoying in the end game for you to face against, but when you had it in end game, you loved it. Okay, another honorable mention is the Crash Pads. The Crash Pads are a really good item. They would break builds, they would rotate. I'm talking about the big Crash Pads. They were really good, and yeah. So the Crash Pads are one. Something like the Crash Pad, another honorable mention, is the Mini Crash Pad. Yeah, the Mini Crash Pads are really good. Just in game a few seasons ago, it was amazing. You would like fly with comboing it with the Flowberry Fizz. It would be insane. Okay, moving on to our last 3 honorable mentions, which is a really big honorable mention where I will actually spend time talking about it. Is the Grapple Blade. Coming in Chapter 5 Season 1, left the game and never came back. It is the Grapple Blade. It was amazing to rotate with. You would use L2 on controller so you can rotate, and R2 to attack on controller. It was amazing to rotate, and yeah, while you were doing it was very good. So it's really good, and people, all pros loved it. It was in the same season as Crash Pads also, Chapter 5 Season 1. Pros did not know how to choose either Crash Pads or Grapple Blade. They were running Crash Pads if they didn't get the Grapple Blade. That's why I have it a little higher than the Mini Crash Pad. Okay, so coming to our 2 last honorable mentions, which are the Rocket Ram. The Rocket Ram, it had some pros and some cons. A pro was that you would break builds, do people for 50 damage. It was chaos in the end game. But a con was when you were using it up into the air, you just got beamed because it was in the same season as the Twin Mag AR, one of the strongest ARs of all time, my personal favorite of all time. And yeah, that's a little con about it, and that's why not a lot of pros were running it, because again the mini crash pad was in the same exact season, so there was pros doing it and some other pros not using it. Yeah. Okay, for our last honorable mention, which is the drum roll, please. Yeah, I know you guys are waiting, don't worry. The drum roll, I know it's not that good for some of you all, but if you know how to use it, it was insane. No, it's an insane mobility item. It barely didn't make the top 10, which was the jetpack from Chapter 5, Season 4. What's his name? War Machines jetpacks, not the other one. It was insane if you know how to use it. And they actually removed it from competitive also a few weeks into the season. It was insanely. It was actually in a few tournaments, including the FNCS tournament. FNCS champion tournament, where you would win the FNCS pickaxe and 2 skins, not the real FNCS. There was actually, Fortnite actually almost messed up and brought it into globals by mistake. So yeah, that is the last honorable mention. It was actually really good. It barely made the top 10, and I hope you guys enjoyed the top 10 and the honorable mentions if you guys thought it was right. And thank you guys for watching my top 10 mobility items. Please like and sub. This took me a long time to prepare. It took me a really long time. So please, while you're at it, just like and subscribe. And thank you for Peterbot for the background. And yeah, thank you guys.